Okay, we are back with part 2. And part 2, we need to go to engineering to keep doing the tutorial.
Commander, I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to engineering. Anything they can dream up in the research labs, we can build it here. Speaking of which, Dr. Valen has just sent us some new schematics. With your approval, we will begin fabrication.
Now, we actually did the research for this nanofiber vest, and that's why we can make it. I'm actually going to make 4 of them, because I want to put it on my squad. What this does is it gives them an extra health point.
Fabrication of the nanofiber vest is complete, Commander. It has been delivered to the armory.
Commander to the barracks. Commander to the barracks.
New items and weapons from engineering will always be delivered directly to the armory, Commander.
Now, I'm actually going to take a squad of rookies next time, so I'm going to go through and check their stats. I want to bring Galina Kozlova, Steve Anderson, Andrea Matthews, and let's go with Rebecca Haddad. And those will be the guys that I bring on the next one. So, I'm going to go ahead and equip them. Loadout. Instead of frag grenade, we're going to take nanofiber vest. Oh, it actually gives 2 pieces.
Commander to the situation room.
It gives 2 pieces of health. Here's Steve. And trust me, 2 health points doesn't sound like much, but it is a lot. It really is. So, there we go. I've got my 4 rookies picked out. Now, the reason I'm going to bring more rookies is because what I want to do is I want to get them to actual, like, classes.
Commander, the Council has requested a word.
Commander, our sources have identified a number of reports regarding alien involvement in the transportation and dispersal of an unknown substance near civilian population centers. It is imperative that you investigate this activity and determine the purpose of the alien material. We will transmit further details momentarily.
Now this one, I think, is the meld tutorial.
Sounds like we better get to it.
So, we're gonna go ahead and get that out of the way.
Excellent. We look forward to seeing.
We're gonna clear those guys. It was also Steve and Andrea and Rebecca. Those are the 4 with the nanofiber vests. So let's go. They won't have grenades, but with 2 extra hit points, they should be able to just shoot the aliens. So we'll go ahead. And no, this clock at the bottom is nowhere near correct. It's just to say, oh, it's taken this many days to scan for activity or whatever.
Our target site is near the German border.
You're not going to say anything else about it? Usually do. No? Alright. So, this is the meld tutorial.
That object is different from the others. It does not appear to be the same type of pod we've seen used by the aliens during their abduction operations. We may gain new insights if we recover it.
Now, when you find a meld...
It appears to be a containment device of some kind. We can only assume it has an internal self-destruct mechanism like the other alien equipment. Although it must have already been disabled somehow.
Be advised, Commander. Intel confirms enemy activity in this area.
Now, if you find meld, that's what this stuff is called. Basically, it's an alien material that you can use in XCOM Enemy Within expansion to do different things, and they'll talk about that here after this mission. But this one is infinite turns to recover it. Sometimes if you find, well, actually all the time, if you find meld canisters, they have their self-destruct thing, which they don't explode, but you can't pick them up. if their timer goes all the way to 0. So, yeah, meld is one of those kind of secondary objective things, but it really does help out. So, it's always good to do this tutorial because you get a little bit of it.
Additional canisters like this one in the area. The more we can recover, the more we'll learn about what's inside them.
Any others you find may still have operational self-destruct modules. Be careful.
Yeah, so, like I was saying, always do this tutorial. At least I always do if you have the XCOM Enemy Within expansion, just because it gives you that little bit right at the beginning. You don't have to do missions to find it right at the start. Let's see. Where am I going to take everybody? I think that if it's someone... No, that's Haddad. That's Steve. Actually, the one that I wanted is right there. Although I think Kozlova also had 80, didn't she? So I'm going to put her on top of the truck to give her the height advantage. Because height advantage is actually a thing in this game.
On the move.
It's a good mechanic. It is. For being Israeli, she sounds kind of American.
That's affirmative.
At least I think that's what that flag was. Don't quote me on it because I really don't know. But Haddad seems like kind of a Middle East name. And every now and again, you get that line that goes across that shows where the meld canister is. Or you'll get, it looks like some sound waves coming out of them with a line that shows that they heard something like the aliens moving.
Heading there now. Hostile spotted.
I'm gonna go ahead and put you on Overwatch.
Solid copy.
I'm going to bring you up, Matthews. And also put you on Overwatch. And Kozlova, you are going to go up on top of the truck. You don't actually have any cover up there, but it's nice to have someone up in a high place. Which is also what I'm going to do with Dodd.
Good copy. Moving on target.
It also lets them see a little bit further, too. See, that, too, is how much the nanofiber vest gives. So, I mean...
Solid copy.
It's very helpful. Now that he's in proper cover...
Booyah.
Got him. Alright. We're just gonna keep moving along with you.
That's what we're looking for.
The energy signature coming from that device implies the self-destruct mechanism is still intact and priming for detonation. You need to move quickly to recover it before it's too late.
And it does have the little counter above it, but it also gives you the counter up in the corner. So I'm going to do a little bit of a dash. And I'm going to bring you down. Because you're not going to do much on top of that particular truck. And I think you might actually be able to do more on the roof.
Moving on target location.
So there's one. He's on Overwatch. Let's bring you in through the side.
I'm on the move.
Anything in there? Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's move you up.
Position confirmed.
I'm gonna bring you to right there. You can see one of them, huh? Oh, 63% chance.
Hoorah!
Now, it usually only does like a cool cutscene thing if you actually get the kill. So that is something to watch out for, but it doesn't always happen like that. Through the window, almost to the meld. If you come up here, you should be able to see him. There we go. Get him, 90% chance.
Kill confirmed.
Big hit.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Nope, can't go that far. Alright, come up here then. Go pick you and tell you to move up to the canister. I'm going to have you come up here and Overwatch. Now, just like the name implies, it's a very tactical game. The name of it doesn't imply it, but you guys saw in the difficulty thing. Anyways, it is a very tactical game, so you do have to plan your movements kind of carefully.
Well done, Commander. Recovering this material should give us a leg up on whatever it is the aliens are developing. I'm sure the doctors will be eager to get started.
Now, normally, you don't actually have to get both canisters if you kill all the aliens. Even if one is still on a timer, you don't have to go collect it. If you kill all the aliens and the mission ends, you get to keep it. Because its timer didn't go all the way to 0. But, again, it's the tutorial, so it has you do things. And we're back. And they've all gotten classes. Hey, 2 snipers. Nice. And an assault.
Our snipers specialize in dealing massive amounts of damage from afar. But without sufficient training, they're vulnerable in close combat situations.
Now, the only thing about the sniper rifle is that you can't move and fire it in the same turn until lower in the tree. There's actually a thing that lets you do that.
The assault class serves as our front line. They're the first ones into a fight, and the last ones out.
Run and gun is really useful. It allows you to fire or overwatch after dashing. It basically gives you a third movement point, which is really nice. The only thing is, I really don't like the shotgun, so I usually take it off of assault classes. Another sniper and another support. Well, now we have a full crew.
Remember, we will be watching.
Oh, sorry about that. I right-clicked, which actually goes back a step. There was some stuff on my mouse. Anyways, I'm supposed to go to Situation
Commander,
Room.
good news. The Council has donated a satellite. Our current satellite uplink facility can support up to 2 satellites, so I recommend we launch the new one immediately.
Haha, I did it. So, basically, if you get all of the places in a continent, it'll give you different bonuses for how many satellites, but then it'll give you the continent bonus, like you saw when we picked where our headquarters is. The one in South America is actually a really good one, and it only takes 2 satellites. So I'm going to go ahead and go for that. It's only 1 scientist per month, though, but it'll go up to 2 scientists and 2 engineers. Also, it changes how much the income per month is, depending on where you pick. The United States gives a whole 180. Argentina and Brazil don't give that much. Egypt doesn't. South Africa doesn't. Nigeria gives 100, which is pretty good. The UK already has 1 satellite. No. The satellite's in Germany, not the UK. Russia gives a whole 150. Japan and China give 100. India gives 60. And Australia gives 60. They can also... I don't know if they reduce panic levels. I don't think they do. I'm still going to go ahead, and I'm actually going to launch it in Brazil, though, to get 80 instead of 70. Launch the satellite.
Uplink facilities at maximum capacity. Additional uplink required.
With this additional satellite in place, we've gained a significant upgrade to our overall coverage. I recommend we begin scanning for alien contacts right away.
I recommend we don't, because what I want to do... It won't actually let me back up. Darn. Xenobiology's done, though.
You're telling me that we should risk the lives of our troops so we can take one of these things alive?
Yes. Without a live specimen, I'm afraid we've reached the pinnacle of what my team is able to accomplish.
And how do you suggest we do this, Doctor?
The autopsy I've just completed confirms that the alien's physiology is quite similar to our own. A highly concentrated electrical current delivered at close range should cause
Close range? And what happens if it doesn't work? Do you really think this is worth the risk?
I do. We do not know our enemy. How can we hope to stop something that we do not understand? If we can capture one of these creatures alive, we may be able to communicate with it.
And interrogate it. Find out what they want. Where they're operating from.
Yes. That possibility outweighs all risks, in my opinion. I can construct a safe enough facility to house our captive, but I do not know how we could possibly communicate with it.
Not to worry. I will see to that.
All right. I'll speak to the commander.
I like how they talk like I'm not actually there watching them. Because it's supposed to be in the story. Anyways, so...
Commander, based on Dr. Valen's report, I recommend we begin researching the new weapon she's calling the Arc Thrower in the labs. Once completed, we can send the plans down to engineering for fabrication, and then equip one of our troops with it in the barracks. Dr. Shen and the engineering team are also waiting on approval for construction of the containment facility that we'll need in order to house the alien captive.
Which you have to build that first, anyway.
Commander, no doubt you are aware of Dr. Valen's request to capture one of the aliens. A sound plan, but she fails to realize that we lack a facility to safely contain a live specimen. With your approval, my team and I will begin construction of a suitable facility.
Anyways, so we just go to build facilities and we pick an empty spot. Disabled for tutorial, yeah. So build facility, alien containment.
Thank you, Commander. I'll let you know when the facility is ready.
So we
Dr.
go ahead and do
Valen has
that.
asked to see you, Commander. No doubt she wishes to explain her plan personally.
Yeah, that's pretty much what that will entail. So, we're going to go ahead and go to research.
Commander, I'm sure you've been briefed on my request. With your authorization, we can begin research on the Arc Thrower immediately.
Alright. The thing is, right, I don't want to do the Arc Thrower just yet. I know that I need to, but I don't want to, so I'm going to go ahead and do weapon fragments first.
Commander to mission control.
Commander, we're picking up widespread radio chatter indicating UFO sightings within our current satellite coverage area. We should begin scanning for contacts as soon as possible.
Oh, should we? Should we really? Fine.
Satellite coverage now available over Brazil.
And the weapon fragments is done. Now I'll do the Arc Thrower. Because I wanted to have that weapons fragments done. Also, I'm going to go build by items. What I want to do is I want to make a medkit. And a scope. I want to make a medkit and a scope. So let's go ahead and make one of those. And we will make one of these. Now, what the medkit and the scope do... I can't actually go to the barracks right now. Darn.
Commander to mission.
Anyways, The containment facility will be done in a couple of days.
Looks like that satellite we launched paid off. We're picking up an unidentified fast mover. If we scramble an interceptor now, we may be able to take it down.
See, here's the thing. He said satellite we launched paid off. This is the one that I started with. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and launch Raven 1. A little bit of the slingshot thing that they use on aircraft carriers.
We have eyes on the bandit.
Man, he's missing quite a bit. Oh, there we go. Man, he took a lot of damage.
Central, this is Voodoo 3-7. We have a confirmed kill on Bogey 001. I repeat, the UFO is down. I'll copy, over.
Solid copy, Voodoo 3-7. Nice work. Central out. Alright, people. Retask Recon Satellite Bravo and get me a visual on that crash site.
She's coming into range now, sir.
On screen. Magnify. Still in one piece. Commander, I recommend we get a strike team to the crash site immediately.
But that will have to wait for part 3. I guess I'm actually going to release 3 parts tonight, depending on how long it takes to edit. If it takes too long to edit, I'm not going to be able to put out a 3rd part tonight, but I think I should be able to. There should be enough time to edit all 3. So I will see you guys in part 3 for this then.